Hello, everybody. This is the Internet Cafe podcast. We did a rebranding, right? Yeah,
What are you talking about?
because YouTube does not like not safe for work
What are you
Oh, really?
talking about? You stole
tags.
me from my family and then you brought me onto this new podcast.
But you love it here.
Sure.
Don't continue past the salt.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Well, how's that so funny to me? Oh my god. Anyways, it's been a pretty crazy week in the world. Ridiculous,
Say
actually.
that again.
So we're filming this on the 1st of December.
Really?
Technically the 2nd, but yeah. Does anybody have? Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce the two bastards. I have Doka on my left, the beautiful, sensual Doka, and on my right hand side I have, what's your name again? Oh, Helson, and I am your lovely, lovely host and editor, and I run the channel. These dudes are just here for the ride. Send you, I run everything here.
Why do we let this nigga do the fucking intros? Oh my god, he just keep going and going. Oh,
Anyways, so so y'all wanna anybody got any topics they wanna get? Oh yeah, I forgot the cup of the day. Are we gonna do that? The cup of the day?
yeah, man.
So, could we discuss this off the screen? So, would you mind reminding everybody?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Are you gonna
man.
remind
So,
everybody? What? Okay.
Get a nice
Yeah.
tall glass
Of cock.
of cum.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Oh, you already had? Yo.
Anyways, you actually have a cup of the day?
I have a cup of the day. Yo, just go to Starbucks, get a French vanilla mocha. You could get it iced or warm. I'd prefer warm. You know, it's getting cold.
Lime.
December 1st. You know. I mean, if you want to get freaky, you know, you could do both. That's what I do.
What?
I said I do both. You know, in the afternoon I get it cold, and depending on morning or night, it's hot. But always cold.
Either way. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Never mind. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm sick.
Oh, I'm
so
thinking about
I sound
macchiato.
like
My
shit,
fault.
bro.
I lied.
Huh?
Huh?
Anyway, I'm eating soup right now. Doka, you eating what?
I'm eating fries. I had a burger earlier, but all that's left is fries.
What about you?
I'm eating
He's eating
donuts. I'm eating donuts. Go fuck yourself, Doka.
Are they full of cream?
No,
Are
they're
they
not.
filled inside?
No,
Can I
no, they're
fill your
not.
bowl?
Anyways, so today, well, not today, this week, there's been a tragedy in Michigan.
Yeah, Hooters.
There
Oh,
was
no,
a
wait.
school shooter, not Hooters.
My bad.
Was it
Oh
Hooters?
my god.
My
Frozen
bad.
Hooters?
I'm not gonna post
Oh.
it. I will not post this clip on TikTok because I will get banned. But yeah, so recently, what the fuck is that? Anyways, recently, a young man, I believe, he went into his school and committed a school shooting. He injured several people and killed 3, all in their young teens. I believe the oldest was 17 and the youngest was 15. It was 2 boys and a young girl, and according to what I've researched, that's about the 54th shooting this year alone, and it's astounding that we are still having a school shooting problem. I don't get it.
It dawned upon me. How is there school shootings when I thought niggas were still
The
quarantined?
thing is that because I have siblings, so I know a little bit more about it. The last year there was barely any. Some schools are doing in-person learning, but it was mainly remote. Beginning of the school year, it was a mix between the two. And as of right now, as kids are getting vaccinated, they're being allowed into their, into classes and stuff. Only some classes are being taught in person, depending on like the amount of kids that are vaccinated and like the classes. So the classes are being rearranged based on vaccinated and non-vaccinated children. So That's how they were being rearranged, and then I think right now they're just kind of trying to get everybody in. Like actually, there's been a bill passed recently in New York where if you're a working citizen and you're what's the word I'm looking for? If you're not vaccinated by March 31st of 2022, you will be terminated from your job. Like
That's hot.
I don't know. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about everything I just said?
Where's our
damn.
rights? Where's our right? No,
Dude, you're left-handed. You can't. You don't have rights.
never.
That was
That
bad.
Obviously.
That was a bad joke. I can't support that one.
I don't know what to tell you,
I mean-
man.
I got that from another joke that I sent to Richie a long time ago.
I mean, Doka, how do you feel about the school shootings? What's your opinion about about all of that?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. You guys just informed me right before the podcast, like literally 2 seconds. How do I feel?
You want me to answer it first then? You good?
No. I think this is good. Having me just go first. This is over with. Dude, it's a tragedy. Like, who the fuck wants to die? Like, especially so young. You haven't lived to your potential. Like, gotten to know yourself. All you had to do was go to school, and what you're told is to go to school and just become a better person, right? And you just die. And for what? For what reason? There was no justice in it. Even if it was being cyberbullied or so on and so forth. I don't know the reason why he actually did it, unless you guys can inform me why he actually did it. Was there a reason, or he just did it just to do it? I would assume there's not just doing it just to do it. But how do I feel? It's pretty fucked up, it's pretty scuffed. It shouldn't have happened. I hope that the families are just grieving at their pace. I hope that everything is working out for them. I hope that they're safe, and the ones that didn't have to go through it, they appreciate their families more than ever. It sucks, but yeah, we all can't be lucky.
Okay,
I see what you
so
mean, bro.
I'll give a little bit more details, and then I hope Richard can give his input. So on Wednesday, which would have been the first,
Which is yesterday.
yeah,
Yeah.
in Oxford, Michigan, a young man by the name of Ethan Crumbly. I'm bad at names. He's 15 years old, and he planned a rampage and execution, which actually killed 4 students and left 7 injured. A teacher was among the injured, but not the murdered. He was already seen to been classified by the school as having behavioral issues in the school and in the classroom. It seems that his parents were brought to the school several times before this happened, and were actually supposed to be in the school the morning of the shooting for a meeting about their son's behavior. They didn't specify, according to the news report, what it was. Most people say that he was very quiet and he didn't really talk to people, and he'd usually wear all black, and he was apparently into hunting. A lot of people are even saying that they were shocked to believe that he was the person that committed the shooting. And it doesn't really seem to give any indication of why he may have done this. But there are videos of him talking about wanting to do the shooting and how he was gonna go do it previously, the day before, so on the 30th.
So
He
they
also-
never.
He also had
So I wanted to cut off. So no one notified that this was uploaded. This is not okay.
it seems like the videos were found on his phone, so it weren't uploaded.
Oh, is it?
Kind of like a
okay,
video
alright.
diary kind of thing. He also had a journal in his book bag, dating, in quotes, and I quote, detailing his desire to shoot up the school to include murdering students in the shooting as well.
What's the motive? Is there a motive?
Um,
What's the reason? Do you
as
know?
far as I can see, there's no real. There hasn't been any motives. It doesn't seem that way. Uh, they haven't at least announced any motive beyond that. Uh, yeah, I can't really see anything like that. Just from everything I've seen so far, everybody's more confused on why he would do this. A lot of the more closer people to him were confused.
Most definitely. Housen, what is your thoughts? You still slurping on that soup? That ramen?
No, I actually just finished it. Thank you, though.
No, thank you.
So, I was also just trying to search up an article, if anything, just to see what I could find.
Yeah, there's
But
no possible motive. There's no information about his motive that has been released yet.
I mean, what I'm reading right now is that they found him in the bathroom apparently, and that's when they found his weapon and whatnot.
Yeah.
They said that there's no indication that he was being bullied at school. That's what the sheriff is saying. But they're obviously trying to find out what the reason is.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's your opinion on it? Beautiful.
I mean, before I get into that, like to bring it back around, like to what you were saying earlier,
Yeah.
about the point where like people are shocked that he would do this. Or, I mean, I feel like that's like the genuine, like, you know, as a general feeling coming out of this is like, would you expect a 15-year-old kid to just shoot up a school? A kid in general, like
Do you want my honest opinion?
a lot of people underestimate a lot of people, and it's like, especially kids nowadays, like they're a lot smarter than I guess I was at that age at least, and we have more things that we are able to access and like, be more persuasive or literally just get it by any kind of means. So I'm not gonna say I'm surprised all too much. I know a lot of people, a lot of families are mourning, a lot of people, passed away. A lot of people are injured too. So it's like there is no one way to be sure, like, oh yeah, this guy, is gonna do this kind of crime. Obviously, if there's rumors going around, like, oh yeah, he has like a mental health disorder or mental illness or behavioral issues, stuff like that. Like, obviously, you
Yeah.
want to keep more of an eye on that because a lot of people like to just brush everything, and like not pay attention, not do.
Do anything about
I
it.
guess, yeah, and not do anything at all. So, how I feel about it is like, obviously, it's just terrible. It's very terrible. Obviously, we're trying to tell jokes to not put too much, people's moods down, but it's more about like, okay, now that this has happened, what can we do to prevent it? And it's the same conversations, and I don't know
It's
if it's
always
gonna
been the
change.
same conversations. I cannot see, from my personal point of view, or like my personal experience with like schooling and like that. I'm not quite sure his motive may have been, but like what I've been through in schools and like stuff like that. There's never really been, in the schools I went to, there was never really a place for me to be able to go to and either confront my own mental issues that I may have had, or kind of just been able to have a place to express my emotions or feelings and things I was going through. I feel like at the least that is something that schools should start looking into, because we have these I've noticed that a lot of, when it comes down to a lot of the school shootings that I've at least heard about, it's been relating to either kids feeling loneliness or kids feeling getting pressured due to bullying and other things like that. And like I've watched kids get away with bullying on like a literal cartoonist fashion. Like it'd be ridiculous on how kids would get away with it. And I just feel like the schooling system needs to do better when it comes to that, because people keep talking about getting gun laws and this, that, and the third, but like at the end of the day, that's not gonna stop anything. If the kid can't get a gun, he'll get a knife. If the kid can't get a knife, he'll get a box cutter, so on and so forth. Like it comes down to just being able to support these children and these people in a reasonable manner, so that we're not dealing with the same stuff every damn week. I remember, I think 2019, I believe, when there was like several school shootings. I think that may have been like the peak of school shootings. There was another school shooting, and I literally went to myself and said, "Sounds about right." Like I didn't even was shocked. It became such an occurrence that I was just like, "Wow, okay." I believe even America's leading in school shootings, like, or this type of violence. It's ridiculous. And like I said, I mean, a quick thing I would say is just like, the school systems needs to have better support systems for students beyond the whole common core educational aspect of school. Like, this is a place where kids are being constantly at, like, it's literally their second home. Like, the schooling system needs to do better. There's no way for me to really say beyond that. I myself have witnessed schooling systems fail. Like, the school I went to, it was a literal group chat of not teachers, well, may have been teachers and staff members that were supposed to be, supporting the children, literally making fun of one of the students that genuinely had mental issues, like that had issues and stuff like that, just making fun of her in their group chat. It was discovered by another student, a friend of mine's, and it was ridiculous to even hear that shit. I was just like, I mean, why would I go talk to the guidance counselor if the guidance counselor has a group chat full of other teachers talking shit? Like it's ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, I could go more into it, but I feel like I should just leave it right there. It's disgusting, despicable. But that's my opinion. I do feel like beyond the gun control thing, like, because I don't even think that's really the issue. It's genuinely comes down to a more supporting people and making it easier to get therapy and mental health help. Because, I mean, personally, I've been looking for a therapist for a while. It genuinely has been almost impossible for me to find a therapist. I've pretty much exhausted every option, and I still can't find one. At least, like, that would be covered by my insurance, that I wouldn't be paying out my ass for. But yeah, mental health in America, as well as even on a smaller scale, like, minority communities needs a better and bigger conversation around it, because it's genuinely non-existent. And yeah, I mean, just kind of segue from that, how do you guys feel about the mental health situation when it comes to living in our communities, the more smaller minority communities? If there was anything else you wanted to add, please add that first. But yeah, that's my other question.
I mean, Doka, you want to go first, or do you even have?
I would love it if you go first.
I would love to hear.
I mean, I know you were gonna say something earlier, so
Yeah, I cut you off. I'm sorry. I was kind of.
It was like, nah, let me talk.
I dropped it. He felt very passionate about it. I let him speak. I'll allow it. Nah.
I mean, I've always been a mental health advocate. So.
It's that month, bro. Is
it really? I thought that was last month.
Or was it last month?
I think it was November.
It was last. Yeah, it was last.
It doesn't matter, bro. It's every fucking day. Take care of your mental health. Drink some water. Go outside. Take a walk.
Yeah. I at least just hope whoever listens to these, it helps brighten your day a little bit. Like, if you ever want to talk, as we said before, you could DM any of us. I'll happily listen to whatever fuck shit you gotta say about your life.
Duh, you're listening. Come on, like who the fuck would want to listen to a fucking Sandra's voice every day? I mean,
Anyways, as you were saying, Doka, you cute bastard.
no, I was gonna let House and go.
No, I was gonna let Andrew speak.
What? I asked the question.
Oh yeah. My bad. No, yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna speak from New York City because I don't know how it is like in other states or whatnot. Uh, I feel like nobody takes it that serious. Like, there's always, at least the older generation is always like telling the younger generation, like, do you really think you have like, I don't know, ADHD, depression, whatever it is, ADD?
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you upset? Or like, why are you always in your room? Or why are you locked up? Like, why you don't talk to people, That kind of talk, it just sounds demeaning anyway. So it's like, why would I want to answer you when you're just not going to take it seriously anyway? And they're like, oh, why are you upset? Like, why do you feel this way? You have a roof over your head. You have water. You have access to food. You have a job. You have this, and that. There's so much to be grateful for.
Yeah.
And although that is the case, it's like, we're people. We're allowed to feel. We're allowed to express ourselves however we want. And it's like, it doesn't really help when, your parents or your parental figures, whoever you have, like, doesn't really take you seriously when it comes to that. So, yeah, especially trying to find a therapist or a psychiatrist or whatever the case. There's a lot of just, I guess, a lot of things that are just holding a lot of people back because they don't have the money, or they just don't know where to start. They don't know where to look for that kind of professional help.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just starts, with like a small thing, like maybe a teacher might, be more willing to listen to you, or, if you're not doing school, then maybe, I'm not gonna say like a neighbor. I mean, maybe, depending on where you live. But if you know anybody with like, I guess, a psychology background or anything like that, like, I think you would benefit greatly by expressing how you feel and just hearing their feedback. Getting to, I'm not gonna say enlighten yourself or whatnot, but just get to know yourself better. There's different ways to do that. I know there's a lot of things online, even from YouTube or from certain creators or from music or from artists in general, stuff like that, that they just, make people feel at ease, or they just find a way to escape from whatever they're dealing with. So, there are different ways to get help, but unfortunately, in like my community at least, it's not really taken seriously. Like, there's a lot of gangbangers over here, a lot of stuff like that, and it's like, oh, you have, I don't know, PTSD or something like that, depression. Like, you're not a thug, you're not a gangster if you have something like that, or
Yeah.
you're viewed as soft or something like that. So,
I've
stuff like that.
I've literally heard people say, "What you sad about, nigga?" Like, you always sad, nigga. Why you sad? Like, what you gotta be sad about, nigga? It's like, bro, I don't know. Just to like add on to what you said about the whole gang banging and blah blah blah. I've heard
I
people
mean,
say
I'm
shit
not
like that too.
gang member, I'm
I
just
know.
gonna
I
put
mean,
that up. I don't want people thinking that, yo, bro, you keep mentioning, bro, you about that life? Nah.
he
But
did
Doka, I
mentions
heard
that
he's
every
about that life.
I
podcast.
mean, your hair color nah, I'm joking.
Oh,
You know that. Yeah, can you do me a
But,
favor, House St, can you tell that story? Can you tell that story?
Chill. Anyways, Doka, how do you feel
House,
about mental
I'm
health?
not
House,
gonna say.
House, can you
Maybe
tell that
later.
story?
Maybe
House,
later.
can you tell me? Can you tell us? Can you tell the viewers about that story with that one chick?
Chick.
Nah, you putting me on the spot, but
Yeah,
Is she
I'm gonna sum it up.
soon?
I'll sum it up, bro.
Nah, you gotta go in great details.
Nah, I'm not doing. You do it, bro. You know it.
Speed. Yeah, go ahead. Speed run. Go ahead.
speed date.
No, Godspeed, bro. Hurry up. We'll tell it, bro. Doka,
Oh, you. I mean,
babe.
for the most part, I agreed with you. You would see older figures. I would say grandparents, uncles. Someone who is much older than you are, or who I am, older than like my age. They'd be like, "Yo, why are you so sad? Sad, depression. What the fuck is that?" We say get sadness, and we just get over it. Get a bottle of whiskey and call it a day, right? But there's more to it, you know. People actually suffer from these things, and bad things. It's like bad outcomes come from it, you know. I think the most important thing to do is just find an escape, you know, like you said, whether it's music, content creators. Just my recommendation is just get
Leaving
outside the
a house.
house. Don't be at home. Be with someone that you feel comfortable with. And if you don't feel comfortable, just make yourself comfortable, you know. Do the best you can. Go outside, go for a walk. I think that's the best thing you could do. Just get outside the house. Appreciate the planet that you live on, you know. We only get one. We literally get one life, you know. Take care of it. Take advantage of that life. Don't take advantage of other people's lives, of course. Just take advantage of your own life, you know.
You do it to me all
Have
the
fun.
time. Come on, Doga.
Oh well, of course, because you're my little cum slut. But that's
Nah,
besides the point.
Wow.
but
Wow.
You made a joke out of it. I'm gonna ruin it. I'm gonna soil it. It's the not safe for work
you're
cafe.
gonna soil it.
This internet
Ah,
cafe, nah.
Ah,
internet cafe.
for me,
Internet
it will
cafe.
always be not safe for work.
Yo,
Hey,
that's
crazy
too
enough,
damn
I
bad.
came up with both of the names. It's crazy.
He did this.
I told you, bro.
All right, now tell me the story. Tell us the story.
So I was talking to a little. Actually, can I tell the story, Sanjay? Can I?
I was gonna just
May I?
Please do.
say something, but you know,
Alright. I mean, go ahead, bro. You got
Yeah.
it. You got it. You
I was
can
gonna
wait.
mention the thing.
The
Just
thing with the thing. The shits with the shits.
just the conversation he's already having. Just I
Wrap it up.
it's
Wrap it up
been
real quick.
hard.
Yo,
It has always been hard to get mental health assistance in like all aspects of my life, and from what I could see, like other people's lives as well. I've seen people ridiculed for needing mental health assistance, and kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Brushed off and kind of disrespected about it. I've had people that I know that I don't even really want to talk to anymore. I decided not to talk to anymore. I've had those people straight up tell me like, "Yo, what you sad about?" As I mentioned earlier, I had people tell me, "Oh, I hate hanging out with him because he's always sad," and blah blah blah. And it's like, I can't help feeling like shit. And in terms of like, having a safe place, I personally don't feel like there's any real place for me to discuss the issues I have with my own mental health and like my own feelings and depression and stuff like that. I once had tried to talk to my mom about it, and she straight up told me, "What am I depressed about or whatever?" Blah blah blah. Like I actually had an anxiety attack that was so bad, the niggas called the hospital, and 911 brought me to the hospital, and they had to let me go because it was literally just an anxiety attack. Then I was brought back to the hospital like 2 months later or 2 weeks later. I don't remember, but it was like within the same period of time where I like genuinely could not feel my own skin. Like it just felt numb. And the doctor was like, "Oh yeah, well it seems like you're just having extreme anxiety." And I'm like, "What?" Like this is incredible. Like I didn't even know I was having this extreme anxiety, but like in hindsight it's like, I would always feel nervous, uncomfortable, out of place and stuff, and it's like maybe that was anxiety for me and I just never noticed. I always thought I was just feeling awkward. And genuinely, the thing that I'll never forget is that I was sitting there, the doctor told me I have anxiety or whatever, he was expressing that to me, and I'm like, okay, well, or I may be anxious or stuff, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh yeah, that genuinely does feel like what could be the issue. I just never knew my anxiety was on like this level where I was just getting physical reactions from myself. And my mom looks at the doctor, goes, "Anxiety? Are you sure?" And then looks at me, he's like, "What do you have to be anxious about? No, you don't pay rent, you don't do this, you don't do that. All you do is go to school and eat. Why are you anxious?" I'm like, and I'm just staring at her and I'm like, "Are you dead ass right now?" Like, and the only thing that could come out of my mouth was, "I don't feel anxious. I don't feel anxiety." I literally just sat there and lied because I was just like, why should I express that? If like I knew I wasn't gonna get a positive reaction. And The only other times he ever like seriously addressed any mental health issues I may have had, I was depressed, like for a period of time, very long period of time, like a year. And he noticed it and prayed for me and kept praying for me to the point where I just started faking being happier around like my house and stuff so she'd leave me alone. Because to me it was like that's not addressing me, that's not helping me, that's not doing anything for me. So yeah, that's I guess that's all I had to say. Like I said before, well, like adding in my two piece, if anybody has any issues, I'd love to listen to you because I understand how important it is to have somebody listen to you about the issues that you're going through and the mental health issues that you're feeling and the battles that you're going through. I get it completely, and yeah, I don't, I don't know what else to say. I hope that we as a community and society can genuinely start looking into it more and start helping each other better because stuff like this shooting, stuff like suicide, stuff like self-harm, it's not going away, it's getting worse because the older generation is ignoring it and people of our own generation are treating it like jokes. So I guess that's all I had to say. I'm done. I'm done
I
talking.
mean, I know how. Wait, what?
Said I'm done talking.
Oh, I got you. With mental health, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's like a sensitive subject because I mean, it shouldn't be. Like, I feel like we should all be comfortable to talk about our anxiety or talk about our mental health issues, whatever is bringing us down or making us feel like it's bringing us down. I feel like we're kind of being put in a box to like not express ourselves and not feel like we can't really depend on, people who are really close to us to like provide us with comfort or provide us with some kind of advice or anything of that sort. So I feel like there is a lot that we can do to ourselves to make ourselves feel that way, and we kind of have to be our own backbone. It's kind of crazy to think about, but that's usually how it is. That's usually how it's being boiled down to, at least from what I'm seeing, like from what I'm experiencing and whatnot. I mean, because I don't mind, venting or expressing myself with like you guys or like to my family members per se, but there's definitely certain things that I would never tell like my own mother because she just wouldn't get it. And even though she may claim, yeah, I've been through what you've been through, or I've been through worse or whatnot, and it's like, it's not like the way it would always go. It just doesn't work out. That's why I would never tell my mom, like, oh yeah, I was in therapy, et cetera, et cetera. I try to, hurt myself or whatever the case may be. It's very it's just very off-putting, like trying to mention something like that seriously, like to her. I could tell it to my sisters because they would understand. If I would tell it to her or other older people, they wouldn't really take it too seriously. So I understand where you're coming from, my love, my dear, my heart, Omari. It's very unfortunate, if I do say so myself. I know Doka, if you choose to speak on this, you can. But are you even able to, I'm not gonna say like relate, but are you able to see like what we're talking about, bro?
Huh. Well,
Well,
trying to formulate words. You put me on the spot.
I'm glad I did that. You like being put on the spot, bro. You
You
did it like two
starstruck.
seconds before we started, bro.
Oh my, you starstruck me. Oh my god, dude. I'm stunned. I'm paralyzed.
Oh my goodness.
Knees weak. Arms are heavy.
It's vomit on the
Vomit
sweater
on the
already.
sweater, Mom.
Mom's
Get it?
Yo,
um, I think everyone battles depression. For me, it was much different. I lost. I dated my best friend. I thought that what better person to understand me than my best friend? You know, I dated her and she broke my heart. She broke my sad, sad heart. And it took me back. I was like, wow, I never thought you would hurt me. Anyone in this world, this planet. I opened up my whole entirety to you and you just broke it. That put me in a hole. And luckily I had good friends who just take me out. Take me out the house. I just
Always
wanted to be in
take
the
you out.
house. I just suck it up, you know?
You can always
I'll,
suck me up.
I'll swallow you whole.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Don't back away, nah. You gotta take all this full force. Um, I can say, hey, I would say I would be there with you, like, yo, you don't understand what I'm going through, and who does? Who's gonna understand what you're feeling every day, every moment? It's not their feelings, it's yours, you know. You're the one who has to deal with it, not them. They can say they agree, but truthfully, they can only understand a percentage of it, the bare minimum. And
Yeah.
sometimes that's just enough or not enough, you know? And it's just
Yeah.
how you take it. Hopefully, you just move past it and get through it. Uh,
Well,
in
Doka.
terms of self harm, oh, no, you're not cutting me off.
Nah. Go ahead.
I was gonna talk about self harm, but you know what? We'll get past that. We don't want to talk about that. This is the internet cafe. We're not safe for work cafe anymore. Gotta keep it very cultural now.
I'm not gonna lie. It's the same principle as before. It's just I
Nah.
changed the name so that it was better for the algorithm to find us and shit like that.
Uh,
I mean, all lie.
Nah.
It's harder to find us now though. But it's more like promotable. I hope. I don't know. Okay, this is hard. YouTube is hard, man.
I mean, have we even done enough research to see if
Mhm.
there's another podcast that has the same name?
We could
As
do
not
this
safe for work
another
cafe or
time.
like. Oh yeah, we
We
can
could
talk
do this
about this
another
later.
time.
Let's talk about this later. We're working now. That's yeah.
That would be
Nobody
kind of funny.
cares.
That would be kind of funny. We think we're hot shit. The first. Oh, we're the first.
Nah.
We had the
nah,
creative
nah.
idea. Cause the thing is, like, when you see the words "not safe for work cafe," a lot of people think, "Oh, so it's like Starbucks porn, right?" No, bro.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? I mean, we do have the cup of the day, you know. We could have the clip of the day too, you know.
Hey,
You know,
yo.
I had a very, very nice 10 minutes. I lied. More like minute and a half with what's her name again? Violet Myers, I think is her name. Yeah, Violet Myers. I had a interesting minute and a half of her the other day. You guys know what I'm talking
Oh
about.
no, I wish I knew who you're talking about. Is that some?
It's a porn star. It's a
I'm not gonna.
very you
I'm
know
lying. I just picked the name out of the air, like in terms of porn stars. But yeah, she is like of the ones who was a Latina, or my fault. Latinx. There you go. She's a Latinx porn star.
Are you identifying her? Are you giving her labels? How dare you? Richard,
Latinx.
tell me your story. God damn it.
Oh yeah. I want to hear about his redness. His red
Oh,
gangbanging hair.
Oh yeah, his redneck. Oh yeah,
Oh
the
yeah,
red
his
nose.
redneck.
Oh yeah.
girl, you know,
The
I
red
won't
tip.
name names because I guess I still respect privacy to a certain extent. Right, Doka? Right. I respect your privacy, right, Doka? Anyway,
Yeah.
so uh, I had planned to meet this girl, right? And I was like, you know, I want you to feel safe, so you can pick the place. I'll just pull up, whatever the case is, that's fine.
My house is what she said, right?
And she, you know, she had complimented on like how I look and stuff like that. I did the same, you know. She's like, I like your hair,
I like the
the way
tits.
you dye your hair, stuff like that, you know.
You told her you like the tits.
Anyway, she's like, yeah, you know, you want to go? I don't want to say it, bro. I don't want to say it, bro.
See,
Alright, in New York City, you know, there's, you know, a lot of crime in here, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of gangs, you know, whatever. She basically wanted to go to like one of those areas, right? You know, the south part of the Bronx. And I was like, yo, bro, like, do you think Like, why there? That's not
So
even
part of the
anywhere close to
Bronx.
being safe.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, I like live pretty much in that area. It's pretty cool over here. We ain't no problems.
No,
But yo,
I know he was part of the problem.
but yes,
So drop
there's.
the pin.
Well, I'm not going to your address, bro. That's not what I'm saying right now. All right.
I'm not saying you gotta come to
So,
my address. I'm saying drop the pin if you wherever you go.
no.
I'll tell you if it's safe or not.
You have my ID. You have my
I'm telling
location.
you if it's safe or not. But yeah, continue.
I don't know what I forgot, bro. It was so long ago. But she was like, "Oh, I thought you were." She basically thought I was a gang member because I dyed my hair red, and I was like, "Yo, bro, that is the most dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life."
Do you think so?
And I was like, bro, I'm exaggerating, bro. It's not the dumbest shit. What you tell me every day is the dumbest shit, alright? Is that what you want to hear, bro?
Wait, you're not affiliated, dude? I only told you to come on this podcast because I thought you was affiliated.
I only have
She
sex
thought
with
I was
affiliated
about
men.
that, and I was like, no. You got this all wrong. You're mistaken. And I, told, Doka and my other cousin, and they got a good laugh out of it. And I was just like, yep, I hope you guys did. I hope you guys did, because I didn't.
This day, I still get a good laugh. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Whatever, but yeah, she just kept naming these places, and I was like, yo, this is where a lot of like gang activity is at, so I'm not too comfortable with that. So trying to make it out alive. It was just very. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect somebody to just.
Bro, you
Try to
skipped some
follow me.
parts. You skipped some parts. You gotta be like, you didn't explain the part where she's like, you're gonna keep me safe, right?
Mm, yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna keep me safe, right?
Even though it was
Nah,
her idea to go to those places, she wanted me to keep her. You got the strap, right? You got the.
you got that thing
You
on
got
you,
a
huh?
piece. You got a piece on you, right? I was like, oh my god, bro. Just terrible.
Like, yeah, a condom. I got one. Yeah, all about
That's
that
not a
protection.
piece. That's not. Yeah. Okay. Sandra, please end my misery.
Nope.
No, you.
Yo, no, that's the funny. Hey, uh,
Oh, have I not told you?
no.
No, you're welcome, bro. I'll save you.
What? What just happened?
Yeah, go ahead. What we're talking about?
All right, so
So.
all right, so something that I saw the other day, a lot today, was crazy. I saw speaking about like inequality. No, that doesn't even count. Anyways, but today I saw a young man talking about how he was sexually assaulted by a female. He didn't go into exact details on what happened to himself, but he did mention that he tried to reach out to a activist group, I believe, or website. If I remember the name, I'll just put a like little clip of it right here of like the homepage, and they also drop his name too and like a clip of his YouTube, or not his YouTube, his TikTok. But yeah, so he pretty much spoke about how he wanted to get a restraining order and like stuff like that and file a report with the police, and the police basically didn't get back to him. They treated it kind of like half-heartedly. They kind of was like, okay, talk to you later then. I bet. And just didn't say anything to him else. He like been repeatedly reaching out to them about his restraining order. They haven't done anything. Repeatedly reaching out to them about the report, the case itself. They haven't done anything. He tried going. This is why he tried reaching out to an advocate group and asking them about what could they possibly do to help him out with that, and see if they can like help him and direct him on what he should be doing. Maybe get a lawyer if anything like that. And he explained his situation to the person on the line because they have a hotline. And the female said, "Oh, so you're a man?" And he was like, "Yes." And boomed it on him. Hung up. Declined. Finito. I was like, whoa. And that goes down into more saying, do you guys think there's an inequality when it comes, or a double standard when it comes to men receiving help when it comes to things such as sexual harassment and or mental health / suicide? Like, what do you guys think? You think there's inequality and why?
Doka, please go first, bro.
Quality. I never heard that word before. What is that?
Yo,
Can you
you're
define
funny,
it
bro.
for me? What?
Can you use it in a sentence?
uh, no, I definitely don't think there's equality between a man and a female, especially for a situation like this. I'm sorry. I think that we can come to a middle ground where some things can be equal, but to us as men, I think we're taking it as a joke. I'm a fucking clown. Look at where I'm at. I'm on a fucking podcast on YouTube. Like, why not Twitch? I'm a fucking joke. Nah.
Man.
Uh, I don't know what to say, man. I was not expecting that question either.
All right, bro. I got you, bro. So, the
No, no,
question
no, no,
is.
no, 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 no. Not go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead, bro. You got it. How about we do it together?
Together, the bus.
Nah, don't get him involved.
Okay.
Anyway, I definitely do think that there is just a whole bunch of inequality, bro. When it comes to guys,
Yeah.
girls.
You do?
I mean, fuck you. Typically here, a girl was sexually assaulted, or as aid. We're on YouTube, bro. I guess I can't use these words too much, but yes,
Yes.
if they got as aid or R word, you typically hear that all the time. That's what people always hear about on the media. So when it happens to a guy, they're like, yeah, right. Like, I don't know, you wanted it, man. Like, yo, free coon, shit like that. You just hear people joke about it so much. So it's like, yeah, like, we're not gonna take you seriously. And I know that in that the guy, right, who you mentioned earlier, Omari,
Yeah.
he was like that. It was obviously, yeah, for both guys and girls. And so the fact that she was like, "Oh, you're a guy," and like just hung up, like that was like very fucked up, in my opinion.
It was kind of heartbreaking for me to hear that.
I was like, well, I mean, shit, man. And a lot of people are not really gonna take it seriously because of just how the media portrayed it. Like, that's literally all you're ever gonna hear about. If it doesn't happen to a girl, nobody's gonna take it seriously.
Pretty
And even
much.
when it does not happen to a girl, like, a girl would, falsely claim that, that it happened to them. Like,
Yeah, still
people would
receives
still believe the
more
girl.
stories.
Like,
Yeah.
they would still believe her because we're just so used to that. So,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's really gonna be a change, but
Even
yeah, I
one of
definitely see that there is no equality in that, like, at all.
nah, not
So, it kind of sucks. I mean, it doesn't just kind of sucks; it does suck a lot. Because you would hope, if it happens to somebody, it doesn't matter if they're a girl, guy, or whatever,
yeah, that they look into it
that they
and
have
help out.
support,
Yeah.
and that they're believed. I mean,
Pretty sure that lady's gonna get fired though. That's all I think. Because his
yeah, I mean, I'm
his
sure they got
TikTok
enough
like really
sensors.
blew up about it. Leave a description. I'll see. Leave a link in the description too while I'm at it. But yeah,
Doka, you ready now? You had enough time to marinate in your thoughts?
I was
To
just
marinate in something
quickly
else?
add that we did have we spoke about this topic before in a way.
Of course, yeah.
Like I think one of our first podcasts and our reactions had featured some topic like this. There's a reaction that we have that we didn't even post because we were just like so subdued about it because it was like, yeah, it happens. Like, what can we do? But yeah, it happens a lot. Like I've seen it happen a lot.
You've seen that happen a lot. Now you mean you heard?
I'm more in like I've seen it on a big platform happen a lot. I know one of my friends. He was SA'd by a female, and he was kind of ridiculed about it. They were like, "Oh, if that was me, I would have put that thing down on her, ha ha." And it's
Yeah,
like,
basically. That's what he
yeah,
means.
like but like my friend was literally enclosed in the area and it was forced upon him, and the girl basically told him to sit back, relax, like on some creep shit. And I was just like, he told me that, and I kind of stared at him like that really happened. that sounds like ridiculous. Like even at a young age, I won't act like I was like on his side. I was like, yo, bro, like, and you didn't, whip your meat out till I go get to sucking, cause I was like what, fifth grade, maybe sixth grade, but it's still ridiculous that we do that. Like, we still have we have that mindset of like, men should jump on every sexual opportunity that they have. Doka.
Yeah, he does it to you all the
That's
time.
weird.
He does something all the time. Right, Doka?
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
What do you agree with?
What do you agree with? Yes.
Yo, bro, you don't answer questions, bro.
I won't lie, this podcast has been very serious this whole time.
Yeah,
And then are you gonna apologize, bro?
you dropped the weight on us, man.
Should I apologize for what? For being
being
serious? I would never apologize for being a bastard. I mean me.
A bastard. You sexy bastard. Doka, can you please, bro?
Could you please put that thing down on me?
Dude, my contract is here for comedy relief.
Oh, okay,
There is no
whoops.
room for jokes here today.
Well, I tried.
Dude, I'm a clown. Come on. I thought we agreed on this.
Aren't we all clowns?
No,
Look how
just
we're being
me.
treated.
Loki.
We?
Oh, okay. Huh?
Huh? Who?
Yeah, I can't stand you sometimes, man.
Sit
Tell
down.
me I said nothing.
Yeah. I don't understand
Shit, bro.
how you could just stand.
Amari,
Yeah?
my friend, my pal, my soulmate, my bolita de Inca. You know, I love you dearly. I can never forget you, bro. Alright? From
Alright.
one podcaster to another. Don't you just. That is all.
That is all.
What? Oh my god.
Is there any positivity to this fucking week at all? Any positive outlooks at
Yeah,
all?
I got
dude?
sick.
Thank the Lord.
I know, right? People been praying on
Hopefully
my
it kills you.
downfall, so I'm happy about it. Yeah.
Just me. Just me. I promise it's just me.
Hopefully
Nah, it's
it
the holiday
kills you.
season, you know. I hope you guys can enjoy said holiday season with whoever you want to be with. You know, that is the
Yeah.
very
Do you hope
definition of
so?
holiday season. I understand, yo, bro.
Yeah, let's talk about the holidays. Let's talk about. Yo, how was? Oh,
Yo,
we
let me
don't.
finish, bro. Let me finish, bro. Let me. You can take it away.
Let me get it started.
Yo. No, bro, we can't do that, bro. That's a rat. Can't talk about him.
We're in New York. We're full of rats.
You seen that TikTok with that big ass rat, bro? I was like, yo, what the hell is that?
Oh, that's
Talking about that
old.
Talking about
It
that
was like in
raccoon, bro.
between cars, right?
Big ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is dumb old. Niggas talking about it like it was new.
Hey man, I tried. But as I was saying before, I was really interrupted by Mr. Doka. Mr. French Vanilla Mocha Latte, whatever the hell you be drinking, bro.
Bars, nigga. That's bars, nigga. It's fucking bars.
Yeah, it's the holiday season.
Whoa,
I
bro, this is the
understand
internet
that.
cafe. You can't say that
Oh
word here.
my goodness, bro. You,
Speak,
yeah,
speak,
you like
speak.
Bork, bro. Rough.
Thank you.
Rough.
Man,
Is that easy? He could just get you to.
stop instigating, bro. Please, bro. Please.
Yes, feed my ego.
For the
please.
holiday season, what do you guys plan on doing, bro? Who do you plan on spending it with? Are you buying gifts? Are you saying no to Christmas? Are you canceling Christmas?
Yeah. Dude, did you? Almost as if I told you this previously. Yeah, I mean, for this Christmas, I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty boring. I just don't feel like I deserve a Christmas. You know, this year is
Does it
pretty.
even feel like Christmas to you? Because it doesn't really feel like the holiday season for me.
Honestly, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I still feel like we were stuck in like October. I can't believe November just went by just like that. Quite honest with you.
Yeah, bro, it went by just like that.
Just like that. Like even the weather changing. Like I didn't even get a chance to like enjoy wearing sweaters. like at all. Like I didn't even get to enjoy fall. It's like already winter now.
He
I don't feel like I
is
deserve
right.
gifts. I don't feel like I deserve gifts. Like I don't feel like I earned it. Like
You don't.
You didn't
it's
earn
not
it.
obviously.
How do you earn
Get back
gifts?
to work.
Okay.
How do I?
I
How do I
mean-
feel like I earned it? Like I feel like if I had like a productive year, you know, I've worked on something. I haven't worked on shit this year. I'll be honest with you. I didn't work on shit. I didn't work on myself.
What about
I
last night?
just.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, because
personally, I got this YouTube channel on my back. I got 50 subscribers. It's technically 49, but you know, hopefully you can make it 50. But I'm 50 subscribers. You feel me? I wrote 3 scripts, all unrelated to this stupid ass podcast.
You could write a script.
Take a bow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Suck yourself.
Saving money for camera equipment and for filming locations. Making moves. Talking to talking to music artists
You need to
to
stop your
get
peeking.
getting music
know-
requests so I can use it in my films.
He's not gonna upload this. Holy shit, he's peeking so hard.
I am a god.
Yo, you're peeking harder than my grandma in the grave.
Got a
bro.
PS5
Bro.
from the gutter through pain,
Holy shit.
strife,
Yes,
and
bro.
everything
You have one of
nice.
Holy shit.
Fought.
I can hear my
I
grandma peeking.
fought.
Can I
I
Can I
fought
buy
for that.
Can I buy that?
Paid off my college debt. Throw a
Can I
K
not buy
in
that
2
for you?
months. Who you fucking with? Like, come on.
Oh my God,
Stop him.
I deserve a diamond ring and a Rolex and a Rolls Royce.
Yo, bro.
Hey,
this nigga's going on.
is he still going?
I will be the de facto
Holy
demon.
shit.
No, bro, don't give him that. Don't give him that 50 subscriber, bro. Unsubscribe. If you love our podcast, unsubscribe.
That, no, wait, hold on. How about this? How about you take your mom's phone and subscribe to us on our YouTube,
Oh, shit.
so your mom
That would be
could
terrible.
watch us and be like, "What the fuck?"
What are you, Mr. Beast? Subscribing to Honey? Get out of here. Sit down.
Oh, that reminds me. Today's sponsor is my dick.
Please hop off, cunt.
He really loves talking about his cock.
Please.
He's trying to compensate
Every
for something.
podcast, it's really about his
trying
cock.
to-
It is sponsored by my dick. If you look in the description right now, there's an OnlyFans
Yo.
link. There's an
Bro.
OnlyFans link if you want to see my skinny
Somebody-
black ass
You know what?
Young dagger
The,
dick,
the
right?
other day,
young dagger
the
dick.
other
That's
day,
my handle,
I
yeah.
was talking to no, shut the fuck up. The other day, I was talking to my wife. She was like,
You have
"Yo,
a wife?
yeah."
You gonna start an
How old are you?
OnlyFans?
How old are you? How old are you? When did you get married?
He's
Oh,
37.
two.
We're all
32.
nosy, bro.
You didn't know?
He's
I'm 32.
37. He's 37.
What are you doing? A bunch of mine. I mean, go ahead. What you saying?
So what are
Oh,
you
fuck.
doing for months
Can I
of
speak?
mayonnaise?
Can I speak? 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 Can I speak?
Oh, yo.
Shut the fuck up.
Niggas going nuts.
Yeah, like last night. Go ahead, Doka.
Nah, forget it. I don't feel like talking anymore.
You feel like talking. Wait, yo, bro, we're quiet now. Go ahead, go talk.
I'm just not gonna talk, nigga. Like,
We triggered him, bro. We triggered him.
sound like a bitch.
Yo,
See,
you,
inequality.
you and your wife, you and your wife.
Like, see, this is. I have to tie it back to
and the
inequality.
wife,
Like,
you and the
men,
wife.
men and female are not the same. Like,
You
I the
and
man,
the
never give
wife.
respect, and Amari, the female,
But
just
wife.
takes it all. Like,
What-
literally.
wife? What about your wife?
Well, wife, have a wife.
Oh my god. Please.
Anyway, my wife was telling me
Smack
the other
that
day.
all on the floor. Smack that. Give me some more. Smack that all on the floor. Smack that. Whoa, whoa. Why did he leave? What's happening?
go to sleep, man. He's gonna go to sleep. Oh no, he's okay.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
shit.
Snookums, you back?
Oh, this nigga's still talking.
Yeah, there's no way this is happening.
Bro, we gotta end the podcast. So I'm gonna come back here. Are you? Hello?
Huh?
End the podcast. Or are
That's
you-
weird. That is so weird. Like, I think my shit just crashed or something. That's crazy.
Yeah, impeccable timing.
You're not
That's-
funny.
Yeah, that shit just. Oh my god, I think it's about to crash again.
Please, 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 can we end the podcast?
Please, just end it. Fucking Christ. Please.
Okay, hold on.
Wife. But his wife.
What about his
about-
wife?
What about it? Forget
That's
it.
exactly what I'm saying, bro.
It-
But the wife.
The thought will never finish. I'm
Can you
sorry.
please tell me about the your bro?
No.
Your wife, bro.
No, I'm
The
sorry.
wife.
The time is
Why?
over.
The
It's
wife.
time. It's time to put your thoughts to bed. Go to sleep.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the internet cafe.
Hey, shut up. The Internet Cafe special of the day is the strongest people are those who win battles we know nothing about. Have a good night. Don't fuck. Hold on. I can't curse, can I? Don't drown. My tagline. That was mine.
So cringy. Is he still talking?
Yo.
The wife. And the dishes.
Dishes.
You're sexist, aren't you, buddy?
Did you
Wait,
end?
what?
Did you end the
Oh.
recording? Oh my god! Did you end the recording?
Why would I end it? Why would I end it?
Oh.
Nobody else said anything. I'm the only one that said goodbye.
Goodbye.
Alright.
Goodbye, guys. Have a good night. We love you. Next week we're gonna have a what's that
We're
guy?
gonna have a
Hopefully more cheerful.
The next podcast
the next podcast.
will have a
We'll
guest.
have
Have his
a
wife.
guest.
A guest. There will be a
Okay.
guest on it. So look.